What is up, everybody? Today we are taking a look at Skateboards That Rock. Now, this book was something that I picked up off of eBay for like $6. I didn't have a lot of hope that this book was going to be something really awesome, but it kind of changed my mind. The front really isn't much anything to go off of. I really only picked it up because I saw this Black Flag deck that was signed by Henry and Greg Ginn. I don't even know if I said his name right, but like members of the band. It's kind of weird. I think that's what drew me to this book, was that it wasn't a perfect looking cover. I was never like a great big fan of hookup stuff. More the material than anything. I forget the artist's name that actually did a lot of that stuff. Like, he seems like a cool guy. I'm pretty sure he skates, and he started the company. He's still doing it now, even in like 2021. But yeah, I just never was really too into that anime deck looking thing. Like, no offense against that. So like, that wasn't really what drew me into this book. The Dogtown thing over here, pretty cool. You can actually even see there's like writing on that, 8.5. Yeah. So just right away, I was like, hey, this isn't perfect. I didn't know anything about it. This looked like just something you'd pick up off of, I forget what those school things were called, like Scholastics or something. Like, it's not, but, it just didn't look like anything all that great. With price guide, that's a bunch of nonsense in there, whatever. So this guy, Rhyn Noll, I knew nothing about him. He's a surfer, he's a skateboarder, he's owned a bunch of different shops. He runs, I believe, currently a surfing company, Rhyn Noll Surfboards. And this entire book, other than just the photos, I believe are all from his collection, or at least most of them are. So let's start taking a peek in here. So we're going to take a quick little break here from what we're looking at, just to show off these stickers that I had made last week. Again, I always use Sticker Mule. I think they're fantastic. They had a deal going where it was 50 roll stickers for like $19 or something. So I got a bunch of these made. There they are. Just great quality stickers. I was just kind of curious to see what these roll stickers were all about and how they'd turn out. But yeah, Sticker Mule's awesome. If you got stickers to get made, definitely check them out. They're always running deals. This video is not sponsored, but I just really dig this company. So the reason I bring that up is because throughout this book, you'll notice that I actually use these as bookmarks. So just a lot of the stuff in this book surprised me. I've never seen a lot of the stuff in this book, and that's kind of surprising because a lot of these skateboard books reuse a lot of the same photos in skateboards, and just you see the same images over and over and over again. I love Jim Phillips and his son, but like, you're going through some of these books and it's just like all their artwork, and their artwork's fantastic, but it's nice to see something a little different. Now, of course, some of their stuff does show up. There you go, Jim Phillips right there. In this book, but it just doesn't dominate the entire book, and that's kind of nice. Got some World Industry stuff in here, Tony Hawk, Anti-Hero, God, like a signed Warped Tour board. Like, you won't see that in any other skateboard book. It's just really nice to see different things like that. And this book just goes, it's all over the place. I saved this page because I really like that pirate skateboard. I don't know anything about it. Nash. Man, I had a Nash way back. I think that was my first skateboard I ever had. But yeah, it's just a fantastic book. And I really didn't expect much out of it. And it's much more than I expected. Yeah, so I never was really into natural concepts either. Well, I'll get to that in a second. What I wanted to show was, there's like just cool stuff like wheel designs and stuff in here. It starts off with like scooters and like a skate jet. That's so weird. I guess that's like a plexiglass skateboard. I was gonna say acrylic. But yeah, there's all these scooters in here. There's a lot of plexiglass skateboards. It's just crazy. There's a Shorty's clock that the dude picked up for $10, or it's worth $10. I don't really know. The skateboard movie soundtrack, vinyl. There's just so much cool stuff in here that you don't see in a lot of other books. This is like a a ball game, like a skateboard, like a Japanese ball game. Just really cool stuff in here. Saw like some Hot Wheels stuff, which I didn't even realize that Hot Wheels was doing anything skateboard related until maybe the 90s when they did, like, I actually have it up in the rafters here, a Steve Cavallero like Hot Wheels thing, and then they did some stuff like that. This is really cool. A Pepsi skateboard van, like God knows what that even was. That's a model, but I mean, is that based on something, or is it just some nonsense? I'm guessing it's just some nonsense, but it's pretty cool either way. So yeah, let me jump around here with some of these bookmarks I put in here. All right, there's my bookmark. So let's take a peek at this page. So this page I thought was cool. You can read that there, but like the Dogtown influence and all. I don't really understand the pricing. I don't know if he picked it up for that. Whatever. You know, pretty typical board for the time, but then you notice like very Dogtown influenced here, tall dog model. Who knows? I don't really know anything about that, but it's cool to see it in a book. Jump around here. Oh yeah, so the main reason, there's Jeff Grasso right there. The main reason I picked this book up was just to kind of check out these Black Flag decks. So there's that one that's on the cover. $3,500 to $4,000. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, there's these couple other Black Flag decks in here. Just really cool to see that. I don't think I've ever seen those in any other skateboard book that I've seen. This is some nonsense right here. 8-wheel skateboard. Doesn't look like it would be all that rideable. Kind of crazy, but really cool to see it in a book, because where have I seen that anywhere else? And then this Santa Cruz foam decks, definitely a plastic deck. No idea what the deal is with that. They probably don't, like it says right here, like, I'll bet they'd rather forget about this pink plastic model, and it's true, like, what the heck was this? But I guess they were thinking it was like more lightweight or whatever. Kind of curious to see if there's any video or anything of anybody riding this. Like, I don't know what the deal was with this, and is that not grip tape, and is that the foam? Because the deck itself is plastic. I don't really know nothing about that. But then I guess the last thing I'm going to say about this book, besides the fact that it really exceeded my expectations, it's got a lot of really cool stuff in here. But again, going back to that natural concept stuff, like, I was never really into any of that art all that much either. It really had like a cirky vibe that I just wasn't really down with when I was younger. I like it a lot more now, but it was kind of like an airbrushy thing. I wish I could find these pages here. But anyway, so what I'm going to say is it's really cool that the natural concept stuff is in here, because I don't know if this author had a connection to them or helped them out or did some artwork or what, but when you see the natural concept stuff in here, if I can find it, I don't know where it is, but it's the full bleed stuff. It's not just like, a skateboard. It's not like, well, these are the pages I already showed, but there you go. Like, that is the skateboard design, but it's full bleed. Like, you see past, where the skateboard would actually have it printed on there. I know there's these huge pages showing this kind of artwork. I wish I could find it. Oh, here we go. So now that I build it up, it's not all that big a deal. But there you go. That's like really cool, because that's the entire skateboard graphic, and you figure like the deck itself, like this graphic's probably gonna get like cut off, like right around there, kind of thing. Comes down, and then like around like that, and it's really cool to see that kind of stuff. At least for me it is. But yeah, I probably picked this book up off eBay maybe like 2 years ago for like $6. I'm sure it's still pretty cheap, and if you're into this kind of stuff, I would say definitely pick this book up, because it is definitely, I mean, there you go, that Mike Vallely so that's wrong. So that's kind of funny. Mike Vallely, Slick Bottom, Jason Lee. It's actually a Jason Lee board. There was some weird little beef between the two of them, where I'm probably going to get this wrong, but I think Mike Vallely was vegan at the time, and maybe still is, and he had put out that deck that had some farm animals and stuff. It said like, please don't eat me or whatever. And then like, I think Jason Lee came out with this deck shortly after it. And I don't think there was any real beef. I think they were just like, you know, joking around, like whatever. But yeah, it's kind of funny that it says that. So they kind of mix that up. That is definitely not right. But there's another Jason Lee. Oh, I love Jason Lee. I hope you guys all watched My Name is Earl, because that show's fantastic. But yeah, definitely pick this book up. It's worth your time. It's worth your money. And I guess just till next time, guys. Cheers.
Make up for all my mistakes. I'm just trying to be a better person. My name is Earl.